For the last 3 years, I've been doing most of the driving in our RV. Well, to be honest, all but about 1 hour worth of the driving in RV. People ask, how do you handle something that big? And for me, the answer was, I looked at a few videos, I picked up a few principles, and I learned on the job. Made a few mistakes on the job. But I really enjoy driving it. I enjoy being that high up above the traffic. But the time could come when Kathy absolutely has to drive the RV if I'm sick or if there's some emergency. And not only that, but there's a lot of times when I would just wish that Kathy were able to drive the RV, when we're doing one of those long cross-country driving days, and I'd like to take an hour or two off and let somebody else be behind the wheel. Well, today, Jeff from my RV school is joining us here at Thousand Trails Orlando, and Kathy's going to learn to drive. I'm Jeff. Kathy is shaking in her boots inside the RV as we get ready for her lesson. And this is Miles and Smiles.
All right, are you ready?
I am.
All right. That didn't sound very positive. Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Now let's work on getting comfortable in the seat and in your seating position. Okay, so you may have to raise and lower the seat some. Take your foot off the brake. Now press the accelerator. It looks like your parking brake is on.
Yeah, emergency brake.
Yes, ma'am. He said, there we go. All right.
The brave of your car's right there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stop right here. All right, good job. Lesson's over. No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Go ahead and put it in park.
So Kathy, what are you feeling as you're getting ready to do this?
I'm actually comfortable. I'm looking forward to it. We met Jeff before.
All right.
So, and I'm confident in his skills, so that makes me more relaxed.
This line I'm going to draw on this mirror, you're going to need to adjust the mirror till that line is exactly lined up with here. Now we're going to talk about when to make the right turn. Because remember, we want to bring the coach forward more than we would in the Jeep to make any left and right turns. Okay? So, turn your brain off and let's use visual cues.
Okay, you sure you want your car sticking
Yes,
out
ma'am.
like that?
It is insured. It's okay. We're going to be fine. Let's go forward. And we're going to hold the wheel straight. And if I have to move it, I will, but we're going to leave it there.
Okay.
So now, let's just drive forward. I want you to stop when your brain says turn.
No.
Yeah, right now you would make the turn in your Jeep, right? We're gonna go forward a little bit more, right? Because remember, we have this off tracking. We don't want to bring the rear of the coach to whatever's here. And the pivot point on your coach, on all coaches, is not at the steering wheel. It's 8 feet forward from your drive axle. Okay? So your pivot point's not here on your coach. Your pivot point's about right here. Alright? So we need to bring this point forward more. We're going to do that. I'm going to open this door. We're going to do that with our reference points, knee, thigh, or hip.
Okay.
Okay? So, whatever we don't want to hit, we say wait for the hip. Okay? So right now, right where your shorts, you're about mid-thigh. So let's put that right here in the road. So pull forward some more. And when you get that lined up with where I'm standing,
Get
then make
my
the turn.
hip lined up with
Your thigh, mid-thigh.
oh, mid
Right here.
thigh.
Should be about right where my hand is, correct?
Uh-huh.
Now turn the wheel towards me. Bring it on around. Now you're, come on, yeah, big turn all the way. There
all
you
the way,
go.
right? Okay.
Max turn.
Hold
There
on.
you go. Now look in this lower mirror. Now you see how the coach is just coming right on around. Now look in your lower right mirror. What do your eyes see? That we're not off the road, right? That we have plenty of room. Do you see that? That's that visual, that's that deception that your brain's gonna put on you. Your brain's gonna be like, oh my gosh, we're way off the road. But we're truly not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we're watching all that by this lower mirror. Okay? You see how we pivoted right on around. And we started that pivot right at that 8-foot mark. Let's use that lower mirror. And there's a really bad glare, but we'll work through that.
Yeah, that's what I was having trouble with.
And we want to keep the same distance, left side and right side. And again, don't worry about anybody that's behind you or around you, okay? Because they're not going to stop and say, oh, you crashed because of me. Here, let me pay for the damages. We're not going to do that, right?
Right.
So now we have to go around to the right. So let's turn right now. But we're not. We're going to bring our turn point up a little bit further, right to the, keep going. Nope, don't fight me, don't fight me. Now we make our turn.
Okay, how did I measure that?
Because we want to make sure that we don't off track on this side. Now when you make a right turn, our eyes need to be in the right mirror. Yeah, because your brain is saying, we're at this fence. So when you look in that mirror, you can see that we're not. Great job.
Oh yeah, even when I'm a passenger going through a toll booth or something, I'm like,
Right, that's right. That's right. Now he's seeing it from
But-
your perspective, and now you're seeing it from his. So right now he's like, we're too close. But all you have to do is just look in that lower mirror, and you can see that we're not. Yes, ma'am. And then you're gonna push your eyes through the curve. And now we're gonna make this right turn. So eyes to the right, look out the right side. Line up your thigh right here for the edge of the road. There you go. So when you get it lined up, right there, turn the wheel. Watch out for these cars. There we go. They're perfect. Right in our lane. Perfect job. Great job. Great job.
thank you.
And everyone's already upset being behind you because they can't see around you, right? You have an RV, they don't. You're living the lifestyle that they wish they could. You know, so again, don't let the external environment and situations make you put stress and anxiety on yourself, right? Same thing when it comes to backing up, getting gas, making turns, any of that. You keep your safety bubble around you. You know, that's what you were solely responsible for. So you just keep safe. So when we find the first gas station we see, we're gonna pull into, okay? So we still have the green light, so we're just gonna drive. Now we can start inching it over towards there. Look through this left lane. And when we get lined up right there, we're gonna stay in this left lane. That's a wide intersection like that. You want to turn into the nearest lane. The safest thing is always turn into the closest lane. That way it gives people time to get around you, and then you're going to make your turn to the end.
Oh man, honey, my vacation's gonna start soon.
Your vacation time.
I'm gonna be sleeping in the back.
Listen, I'm gonna hold you to that because I think I'm still the only husband that actually does that when my wife is driving. I'll go to the back and sleep. Start straightening it out. Start straightening it out. Start straightening it out. There you go. But you see how we have like this nice couple feet between us? Now, straight ahead. Straight ahead. Forward. Stop. And then now, you see, plenty of room. Plenty of room.
One of the scariest things has been gas stations, so it's great that we're getting to get gas while we're out here. So Jeff, you said the acronym is GOAL?
GOAL. Goal. Get out and look. In the case of an emergency, get out and live. But goal. You have a goal to always want to be safe, always want to have a safe mindset, and always want to operate the coach in a safe manner. And to do that, for your goal, GOAL, is to get out and look.
Tell us a little bit about your school. If somebody else wants to get a lesson from you, how do they do that?
They can reach out on the internet, myrvschool.com. They can also call 855-MYRV123. It's also 855-697-8123. Or they can email me directly at jeff@myrvschool. We travel all over the country to do training to help folks out and to be successful, safe drivers, just like you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
One of the things that we've noticed when we're traveling around is that it's the guys behind the wheel and the ladies outside the RV. You know, it's kind of this traditional roles. The guy drives and the lady navigates. And so, you know, what, Kathy, now that you've had a chance to have this this lesson, what would you say to the ladies?
I would say you can do it. And I think it is important, as much as I resisted, that it's important to know how to drive in case your husband or the other driver is incapacitated, just not feeling well and can't do it. God forbid something even worse happens and I have to drive. Now I feel like I could do it. And that's really a big plus, so that I don't have to rely on one driver for hours and hours and hours. Gives my husband a break.
So what was the experience like for you? Was it worth it?
Definitely. Yeah, Jeff is an excellent teacher. Breaks things down very simple.
That's the other Jeff, not not me.
Right, the instructor is named Jeff also. So he did a very good job. I felt confident in his hands.
So basically, RV driving, anybody can do it, even a really big rig like this. We definitely suggest getting a driving school. If you can find, you know, my RV school nearby, that would be absolutely a recommendation. We get nothing whatsoever for saying that. We just think it was really good. And if you enjoyed this video, we appreciate if you give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below here on YouTube, and we will do our best to answer them or to find somebody who can. Any comments, we appreciate that. And if you're not doing so already, please subscribe. Remember, life's a journey.
Make every mile count. My challenge is that I'm going to need to pee before 2 hours is up.
Okay. Well, then we'll find a spot to pull over, and then you can do that.
I don't know. Should I edit that out of the video?
That's real life.
We'll see. Yeah, that's real
No,
life.
that's going in, actually. There's no...
Oh, yeah, that's
Well,
making...
yeah, because when I have to go pee, I get up and I go to the back and use the bathroom.
Yeah. So now you can't
While
do that
he's
because you're the
driving,
driver.
I make sure it's not a
Now watch
terrible
your spacing
situation.
over here. You see how we're getting close to that line. There you go. Perfect. No, it's real life.